we be back. Question is the market changing? Well, it seems to be finally changing. What do rising interest rates, unmotivated buyers, and sitting sellers have to do with the market? Dan Hamilton, you're going to explain this to us, aren't you?
Absolutely, Jack. We are.
Things are crazy out there in the market with
sitting sellers. I hadn't heard that term.
Yeah, inflation is up. Everything's going kind of crazy. So I wanted to know how that impacts what you guys are doing in the real estate market.
Yeah, that's a great question. It's something we're hearing a lot, and so I thought it'd be a great time to come on today and just kind of talk through some of these issues that we're seeing. We're seeing rising interest rates. In fact, just on Monday, they rose the fastest they have ever risen in one day in like 25 years.
What was the percentage?
They went from right around 5 to well over 6.
Ooh, wow.
So a 30-year fixed rate is now, if you can even get it priced, because it's so volatile, you're over 6% for sure.
Like you said, supply and demand.
Yeah.
And you got folks looking for houses.
Yeah, exactly. So, that is certainly, interest rates are one factor that, comes into play. If you look historically, we've talked about this several times, if you look historically at interest rates, we're still not even at average. So we're still well below average when you look at 6% over the past 80, 100 years of interest rates. But I always, tell folks when they're like, what's going on, what's happening? If you watch national news, it's doom and gloom, right? Constantly, and there's nothing to fear. There's just great fundamentals, especially here in Greenville. So when you go back to real estate, it is always supply and demand. And if you look demographically from a national perspective, from a local perspective, millennials are still in their peak buying year. So they're 35, the demographics are well into our favor for supply and demand still being strong. So demand still strong, supply still historically low. And so all those fundamentals point to a slowdown of the appreciation, which it has to. We've talked about this on the show. We can't sustain 16, 18% year over year increases. So that rate, that's going to slow down. But we're going to still see lots of people want homes in Greenville and people still buying and selling.
And everybody wants to move to the upstate.
They do. And we saw your big board on social media that you posted of like all the pending things that you guys have going on in the office. So you're still selling lots and lots of houses. So.
Yeah, just our little team of 10 folks, we've got 60 homes under contract right now.
Okay.
So I mean, we're having a fantastic year, and we really are grateful for that. We appreciate it. When I tell folks, real estate is all about time and not timing. So you're always going to do really well over the long period of time buying real estate, no matter what market.